She had a fit and turn around and deck me.
Decked you how?
Punch me in the face.
But she's the only child in the family. Left my children out of the eulogy when she read it.
On January 23rd, 2025, officers quickly responded to a church after a brawl broke out between two sisters during their late father's funeral.
Sisters got into it.
Okay. Was one of the sisters the one that just left in front of me?
Probably,
Okay.
yeah. It's a funeral. It's very sad.
Yeah.
She started attacking the younger daughter verbally, and then the mother came by, which is sisters, and she just grabbed her hair and pulled her back really hard.
Okay.
And she was actually the one that called, and I saw the whole thing. So did my sister, because we were sitting at the same table. But it's just horrible.
Yeah.
You know, it's horrible because they're sisters. I'm like, this shouldn't be the place.
No, definitely not.
So it's very sensitive. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Hello, are you Kathy?
I sure am.
Hiya, you called police?
I did. Come on in.
All right.
Okay with you in here?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a very emotional day.
Of course.
But yes, I did. There had been some words from one of my sister's friends. Not that it matters, but anyway, my sister walked past me afterwards, and I tried to stop her by reaching out. Two of my fingers got caught in her hair. She had a fit and turn around and deck me.
Decked you how?
Punch me in the face.
Okay. Which side of your face?
This side.
Okay, I'm going to turn a light on. Just watch your eyes a second, okay? Okay. And can you describe how she decked you? Was it open fist, closed fist?
Closed fist.
Okay. Right hand, left hand?
God, I tried to duck, so it had to be right hand.
Right hand, okay. Do you know, is she a righty or a lefty?
She's a righty.
Righty, okay. Do you have any pain or soreness, anything like that? Would you like to see any kind of medical attention?
No.
Okay. So just to kind of put the story together, you're saying that a friend of your sister's made words, and she went to walk by and you went to kind of pause her
All right, I'll
from...
back you up.
Okay.
I was taking flowers out of the spray,
Okay.
and my sister came up and said to me, "Would you move? They want to take a picture of us."
Okay.
I stepped aside, let them take their picture. The girl who was taking the picture said, "What do you think they're going to steal? Why are you hovering over their family time?"
Said that to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
And
don't
what
know
was
this
what
girl
was the
from
name of
Adam.
this friend? Do you know?
Kim
Okay.
is her name.
Okay.
And I don't know what triggered it, why she said it. So, I got mad.
Where exactly this happened?
I'll show you where
that
the
hall
spray is,
back
right
there.
there.
Yeah, keep going.
So, I turned around and looked at Kim and I said, "Where the f*** did that come from?" She was said it in church, but I was mad. And she took her picture and off they walked. And as my sister walked by me, she muttered something else. And I reached out, like I said, to stop her. I think I reached with this hand because she was on this side of me. And my hand, two of my fingers got caught in her hair. And she yelled, "Ouch." So I'm sure maybe I pulled her hair. I don't know. It wasn't intentional. Anyway, she said, "That's it. I've had it." And she turned around and
When you said that was with her right hand?
yes.
Okay. I know it seems like a monotonous
It's
question.
not. I'm just
What's the relationship here again? This person who hit you is your sister's friend or sister?
my sister.
No, it's a sister. I'll fill you in a second. Okay, so
She's
let me...
angry because I gave the eulogy and I didn't mention her children in it. I mean,
So let me ask you now, now that you mentioned her children, what issue transpired between you and her daughter in that moment as well? Because I spoke to a few people outside on my way in, just, trying to find you. And few people had stated that they saw what happened, made mention of some issue between you and your sister's daughter. Is that also how something transpired? Or is there anything you could tell me about that? Was there any verbal exchange between you and your niece?
Yeah.
Okay. What did that look like?
She told me I gave a terrible eulogy,
Okay.
and I said, if you didn't like it, you should have said it. You should have got up there and done it yourself.
Okay.
And she said, Grandpa asked you to do it. And I said, that's right. He did. And then I forget what my sister said to me, but that's when that part of it went on.
Okay. Okay.
But after it all happened, my brother's girlfriend is sitting there, and she's telling me that they're all in there talking about the fact that I hit her first.
Okay. As far as the strike to your face, obviously with something like that, I am going to have to speak to Maureen, get her side of the story as well. So anytime we have any kind of battery situation, which is unwanted touching, whether it's domestic related or just between two individuals, it's our job to investigate, obviously, both sides of the story. So I've heard a witness statement, I've heard your statement, and now...
What triggered the witness to speak to you?
Well, obviously, when a police officer shows up, it's, people tend to want to help in a situation. So when I stepped out, I asked if any of them were Kathy, because I don't know what you look like. So when I show up, I kind of ask questions. In that, they said, no, we're not, but we saw what happened. And so they came to, provide information about their perspective of the story. So in my case, when a witness, an independent witness, steps forward to provide information, it's just another link to the puzzle for a situation that I'm not here to observe. So I get to put a story together based on your statement, your sister's statement, and anybody else that wants to tell me a perspective. I'm not saying that a witness's perspective is always correct, because 9 times out of 10 it's not. But it's a piece of information that we use towards figuring out where the connection is. Does that make sense?
The connection was her fist in my face.
Okay. And another connection was your hand in her hair, which you admitted to. So that's all I'm saying. So, and that was also corroborated by the witness. So, like I said, I get your story, I'm going to get your sister's story, and then we're going to move on from there.
Okay, we could talk here. So, before I ask anything, because it's a criminal investigation, right, I do want to read you your rights real quick.
This is criminal?
All right, sir, we'll talk to you in a minute.
Well, I was told I don't even have to talk to you, much less...
Let me just read your rights first.
No, if you're reading me my rights...
Let me just read them. It's just like I said. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk with a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer or will be appointed to represent you, you can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. So those are your rights. Having those in mind, do you want to talk to me about what happened?
I mean, if you're going to pull your car up here and show me the video, that's
I'll
fine.
happily
I'm not
show you the video.
walking down there in the dark.
Okay, no, that's fine. Just while we're here right now, before we walk to our car, do you want to give me your side of the story, having your rights in mind?
My side of the story is my sister assaulted me.
Yeah. Okay. So is that, yes, can I ask you some
And
questions
I
about
should
it?
be pressing charges against her.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely can talk about that.
I have pictures
Okay.
of my injuries.
Do you need an ambulance or anything?
No.
You sure? Okay.
I may have whiplash, but we'll find out
Okay.
tomorrow.
So just what I saw in the video, I guess my only question for you is, you approached her because she was, I would say, berating your daughter in a sense? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I got between the two of them to make her
Right.
stop yelling.
Did you bump into her at all?
No, I didn't touch her.
You didn't touch her, no.
No.
Did you hit her at all
I did
after she
not
pulled your
touch
hair?
I swung at her. Not sure if I made contact.
Okay. What caused all this, if you don't mind? I know it's a family issue, but...
It is a family issue, and my sister does not recognize that she's the only child in the family. Left my children out of the eulogy when she read it.
I heard about that. I'm sorry about that.
No grandchildren were named, mentioned. They were like the light of his life.
Right.
So my daughter actually said something to her about it. Your eulogy was awful. Why were we left out? And she got back in my daughter's face and said, well, if you wanted to be mentioned, you should have done it yourself.
Right.
Well, my father left a list of how he wanted his funeral to go, and she was listed to say the eulogy. I'm sure he never in his wildest dreams would have thought that she would omit his grandchildren.
Okay. So in the video, I'll show it to you. You did approach her, which I get it. You're a mom defending her daughter. I'm not arguing with that. It looks like you did bump her. Is that something you think be on purpose, by accident, or did you not bump her at all?
I guarantee I didn't touch her.
You didn't touch her at all?
I guarantee.
Right. But after she pulled your hair in response, you swung at her?
I did.
Okay. You're not sure if you made contact or anything?
I'm not, but I can show you the contact she made with me.
I did see the hair pull, yes.
And did you see that she
Okay.
scratched my neck all the way down
I did not know
as
that,
she
no.
pulled my hair?
Jeez, no. Okay.
So, I mean, that's a defensible move. Like,
Yep.
and I mean, I was even looking because, so there we were taking pictures right before the incident happened.
Yep.
Time stamped 1:27. And by the time I got home, changed my clothes, 2:09.
Okay.
So
yeah,
that's
we tried
fresh.
to call you. I was trying to get your side of the story there to make everything simpler.
Yeah, well, you know, I have that call block thing on my phone. If I don't
Oh, is that what it
recognize
was?
a number,
Yeah.
it doesn't ring through.
Okay. All right. Unfortunately, I have to place you under arrest, okay? Just based on what happened. We'll talk about everything. Sir, just hold
Stay
my-
over there, sir.
I want to give him my
Stay over there.
Fine. We'll give him everything. We're not going to take your stuff. I don't want to make a show of it, okay, guys?
Can you bring
I'll put two cuffs on you if it's too tight.
gonna walk
We'll
you
get heat on and everything.
Down to the driveway.
Even though she's the one that assaulted me,
I'll
she
explain
under
it.
arrest also?
She's going to be.
Yeah.
That
She
helps.
is gonna be.
Yeah, you both are.
I'll explain everything in a minute, okay?
Oh God, I can't believe she
Yep.
started
It's not
this.
something we want to do, trust me.
Then why?
No, it's
It's the
fine.
law, man.
Ow, my hand. Okay.
Yeah, so.
Can I give her a different pair of clothes or something? Is that, or a real pair of shoes maybe?
We can switch the shoes, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to grab a pair of shoes, that's fine.
Fuzzy socks and slides.
Yeah, but we can't change the outfit, unfortunately.
You guys could say something up front from the very beginning of this whole thing. That's my theory.
Well, I want to get her side of the story. I want to give her a fair chance to get her side of the story.
Can you see it?
So hopefully we're not going to be in the same. Oh,
We have to go. She's in Palm Harbor, is that correct?
oh, you have to go to her house to get her? No, she's at my dad's where she shouldn't
Okay.
be.
Yeah. So,
You have their address?
I'll talk to the party. We do. I don't have an Island Way address, no. I do have a Palm Harbor address.
Probably at
Island Way. She's staying there with her convict brother who's on probation right now.
Do you want your phone, or do you want him to have it?
Well, I don't think I can take it, can I?
No, you can take it.
I have no pockets. I have nothing. Do those fit me?
I don't know.
We'll take them. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's get her in the car first. We'll grab the shoes, and then we'll
I brought a
come
pair of
grab them.
socks too. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. Just keep them there. We're gonna go down to the car first, and we'll be back for the shoes. That's secondary.
Coat out of my closet that actually
Okay, let's go.
has pockets.
Both sisters were prosecuted for assault. What do you think about this incident? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support us and stay updated with our latest videos. This is Bodycam Chronicles. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next incidents.